Price, Ashley, you're both back. Good. I was hoping to catch you before we left. Oh? What's up? Hamza's up.
Okay.
He is? Huh? Okay. Ashley, I'll bring the van around shortly. Price, you'll be flying solo today. Hang on, what's exactly happening? Who's Hamza? Hamza's a game finder and auctioneer, and gives next to no notice of when a new block of games will be going under the gavel, so we need to move. Ashley, Naomi, Francine, and I will be going to his auction for the rest of the afternoon while you run the Funplex. My first instinct is to nod and go along with it. Gavin's the law around these parts. But Queen Bee's words are still dangling away in my mind. Doing what needs doing is great and all, but maybe I need to step up a bit more. Plus, the idea of being trapped in here during our heaviest hours with no support was hardly appealing. Hey, what gives? I want to own this too. Let me tag along. You're trusting the Funplex to the newbie? I might burn it down. I want to own this too. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What if I want to come along and see this auction myself? Come on, I'm never going to learn the business if I don't take a bigger role. You're a floor attendant. Your place is on the floor.
Aww.
Well, that's patently unfair. I'm a floor attendant too, and you're dragging me along. I feel like such a third wheel at those auctions anyway. Let Price be the third wheel, and let me handle the floor. I'll be the finest third wheel you've ever met. You could trust me about it. I want to do more than I've been doing. Different things, new things, show some initiative, like... I suppose it wouldn't change much to bring Price instead. But no costume time today, Ashley. I need non-plush fingers on duty in case of ticket jams. Pinky can stay in storage for the afternoon. I'm just happy to be helping folks out one way or another. I need to go to get the van. Wait out front, please. We'll probably be closed by the time you get back, so I'll see you in the morning. Floor attendant Ashley, away! I just noticed Ashley's shirt, by the way. That's like the most Enna shirt I think I've ever seen. Okay. Leaving me waiting outside with my two traveling companions. Not much time to chat, however, as Gavin pulls his van and a rental trailer around. Oh my, how exciting. I rarely go on adventures these days. It's just a quick trip, ma'am. Death Kitsune 68, your place is on the floor. Got any ice? Oh my. Any trip is an adventure if you make it one, shall we? Four of us pile in, and it's off to the highway. Gavin, consulting a driving map on his phone, leads us out of the city via a series of weird turns and back roads. I love that it's the mystery machine. Look at this. Oh, this is great. Trust me, this will save time in the long run. Where's Hamza set up this time? On site at some abandoned estate just outside of town. It's about to be torn down, but they found a trove of arcade games in the basement. Ruh-roh, So exciting! I love arcade raids! Arcade auctions. Raids. Auctions. You guys got an arcade to English dictionary I could borrow? Francine, without looking up from her knitting, answers. A raid is when a bunch of collectors get together and rescue games before they can be junked by their original owner. An auction is when someone sells off their arcade games one at a time to a crowd of active bidders. So, which is this? A raid or an auction? It's both, dearie. Hamza, that sweet boy, buys up private collections before they can be thrown away. He rescues them from that terrible fate and then auctions off his finds. Sort of. Okay. Now I'm fuzzy on the sort of part. I'm the newbie here, remember? Well, okay. So Hamza obviously auctions off games for cash money, but he's a very whimsical kind of guy. Hey, Mihaela the Bookworm with that Prime resub 11 months. Thank you so much, Mihaela. We get someone dropped a raid. Who? What? Why you do that? Obviously Gavin is Fred. Is Price Velma or Daphne in the situation? I'm Scooby. Once I saw him trade off a vintage burger time in exchange for someone's super secret chili recipe, passed down through generations of family. In other words, he's just on the edge of being a loon. This would be a lot simpler if it was just a raid. We pay up front, we declare what games we want, and cart them away. Instead, he ambushes us with these impromptu auctions and makes us come down there to entertain his whims.
Wonderful.
I think it's sweet. He wants to make sure the games go to good homes, to people who really want them, even if they can't pay. And really, we should be honored we got an invitation. He's trying to cut out the big franchise arcades like Deco's Palace and help the little guys, like us. It's inefficient and relies entirely on keeping on Hamza's good side. Huh. Gavin's right, this could be a lot simpler. Helping out the little guys sounds good here. How did you meet Hamza anyway? What's this one? I'm guessing Hamza's the sort of person who would let a kid have the game of his dreams for free. He doesn't care about money, he cares about people. Am I right? Correctamundo! Hamza's a great guy. Is he hard to predict? Sure, but he's got a big heart. And that means something in this business. Not enough big hearts left some days. Yes, because that's how you pay the bills and keep the doors open. By having a big heart. Oh, Gavin, you're so cold and emotionless. Someone needs to break through that icy exterior and find the sweetness inside. I won't deny we can sometimes squeak out a trade that's practically a steal, thanks to his personal modus operandi. But let's not push too far, eh? We need to temper our expectations a little, I suspect.
I think not.
We don't have room to add any more games, especially relics like Hamza usually deals in. But not you, right, Price? Not this playthrough. Maybe next time. What about the off-site storage unit? We can just rotate games in and out more often. Nearly full to bursting, and not cheap for us to rent on a monthly basis. I'm not saying we have to go home empty-handed. Certainly a few holes in our roster we could fill, should we find an excellent deal and beat the other bidders. But consider this. Above anything else, a way to maintain relations with Hamza, even if we don't end up bidding.
Now, Naomi. Gavin knows the numbers. I'm in favor of making our little Funplex more and more fun, but floor space is finite. And Gavin, remember, if we find some darling little game Naomi would lavish adoration upon, we can always retire an older game. Life, my young friends, is a series of trade-offs.
Oh, Francine. Well, isn't it better to, not just settle and compromise all the time?
Well, now, there are trade-offs, and there are trade-offs.
Whoa.
It's silly to say that you should never compromise, as silly as it is to say you should always compromise. It's what you compromise that defines who you are.
She's got the knowledge. She's got the knowledge.
You're all so young yet. You've time to make mistakes in learning what trade you need to make.
Unless you don't make rent in your apartment, where your stomach's growling. Iris and Juniper have pushed me to stop settling for less out of life, to stand up for myself and my happiness. And I've done just that, without regret. So, everything should be fine now. Right? Right? New default topic diversion. The weather! Well, at least it's a nice day for an outing, right? Oh, come on! Ruh-roh. Wonderful. Glad I packed plastic bags to wrap cabinets in, just in case. That's our Gavin, always thinking ahead. Trying to protect your investments, huh? From Hamza's invitation, it seems this arcade was largely abandoned and left to rot. I'd rather not add water damage to the ailments the games are already suffering. It's so sad when we come across a wonderful game that's just been ruined beyond repair. Most collectors show their collections a lot of love, but others just don't care. You find old games at barns, exposed to the elements and falling apart. I suppose this is one thing we can easily agree on. It's important to take care of your games. For their resale value, you mean? A broken game's no fun to play with, and it's a shame to see a classic in terrible condition. Consider pinball. Pinball games are very prone to breakdowns, particularly older ones. To experience them in their glory, you need to show them care. Even beyond a busted game earning no quarters, it feels like a waste to allow an enjoyable game lie fallow. A waste of true potential. Huh. Good point. Glad to see these two getting along better, even if Naomi kept preemptively attacking him along the way there. With the rain pouring down on the van roof, conversation gets a bit difficult. Gradually, everybody resumes fiddling about with their phones, knitting, or driving. leaving me to wonder, exactly where is this auction and or raid happening anyway? I've been driving for some time, leaving the city far behind. What would a massive trove of arcade games be doing this far out in the sticks? Maybe some closed-down roller rink, or an old bowling alley, or maybe it's a creepy old house that's likely haunted by exactly 87,194 ghosts there, Scoob! Ah, the classic piggy luck in play. So majestically awful. Gavin pulls up alongside any number of other vans and trucks. We're here a little late, it seems. Good grief. Is this really the auction site? Creepy. Definitely creepy. At least an 8 on the creepometer. An old home has character, I feel. Let's not judge it by the exterior, shall we? With all speed, the group hurries inside to get away from the weather. Ruh-roh. A large group has already gathered in the foyer of the crumbling estate, but one rushes forward to greet us in a blur, as the others pay little mind.
Greetings, friends.
Hamza!
Hamza welcomes our friends from the Funplex. Welcome, welcome. Gavin, stalwart as ever. Naomi, love what you've done with your hair. Miss Francine, a beauty surpassed only by your wisdom.
Oh, fresh.
And a new player, it seems. Who might you be?
Price Piggy.
I see. Greetings to you and yours. I am known as Hamza, seeker of antiquity, finder of things lost, player of games. And welcome to, well, not my home, but a place where Hamza shall provide hospitality regardless.
Okay. Kind of a dump, isn't it? Seeker of Antiquity. 1980X is antique. I was unaware Reagan-era amusement machines were antiques on par with the Turin Shroud. Nice. You have fire indeed, but rest assured, many a holy grail may lurk in the arcade below. You may even find your own relic of a holy nature by eve's end. Alas, I've not a moment to enjoy your fine company. Price Piggy, perhaps later, but for now, it is time. Clapping twice for attention, Hamza rallies the small crowd in the room to begin the proceedings. Friends, companions, long-time allies of the noble art of the arcade, welcome to Dunnerwood. Its story begins nearly 30 years ago when legendary pop musician Donna Michaels, singer of such hits as Thrilling and Mama Don't Mope, did a stately pleasure dome decree. Here the reclusive idol crafted a private amusement park, a petting zoo, and an arcade. Alas, she could only enjoy this paradise for a short 10 years before her tragic death. Needless to say, the estate has fallen on hard times ever since. In this year it shall be torn down to make way for condominiums. But not before we have our say.
Friends, those games that Donna Michaels cherished still lurk one floor below, ready to be rescued from such a terrible fate. It is our moral imperative to do so.
I love this concept. This is so great. It's like we're going, like, tomb robbing, but in a house for arcade games.
I have paid the estate owners a princely sum for the entire lot. Now, Hamza parcels them out to you. By all means, browse the collection. See which pieces sing out to you. On the far table, you shall find refreshments. Grapes, sparkling wine, and delicacies from my travels. Mingle, cavort, and we shall begin the auction in 1 hour's time.
Okay. Cade Raider, Digital Graves. I like that Dekitsune. Nick Cage ain't got nothing on this. Oh, we've got to find the declaration. It's in an arcade game. Indeed, a lavishly arranged table that probably costs more than any single arcade game to put together is descended upon by the invitees soon after. I feel like I'm attending some ancient Roman celebration of debauchery and gluttony, not an arcade raid, or an arcade auction, or whatever. Donna Michaels? I knew it! I should have recognized Donna Wood when we pulled in, but it was raining too hard. Who? You've never heard of Donna Michaels? She was the hottest music act of 1980X! Naomi, I was born in 1990X. I'm totally plugging my phone into the van stereo so we can blast Girls Just Wanna Play Games all the way home. But first, I'm gonna go check out the cabinets in her arcade. I'm not really into mingling later. Oh, sorry, I'm not really into mingling. Later. That's what she said. That way. She dashes off with all speed, heading for the stairs leading below. Suppose I should go network a bit. Hamza's event always draws an interesting crowd of rival arcade owners. Heading for the foodstuffs, Gavin arranges himself a plate so he has an excuse to hang around and eavesdrop on the other collectors. Leaving me to, do stuff? Now I see why Ashley was bored at these events. Gavin schmoozes, Naomi analyzes and finds, and Francine's already napping in a chair. I've got nothing to do. Well, when in doubt, find someone who knows what they're doing and stick to them like glue. Go browse games with Naomi. Heck yeah. I'm really not interested in the arcade version of Game of Thrones TM going on up here. Gavin can handle these guys. Me, I want to see this legendary arcade Hamza was talking up, so I head downstairs to join Naomi. Whoa. Is this a private collection or a full-fledged arcade? I'm expecting a handful of games and a pool table or something, but this? It's easily 3 times larger than the Funplex itself. Even coated in dust and disrepair, it's awe-inspiring. Wash wet, no go nap with Francine option. Maybe gotta unlock that on a new game plus. And it's also hard to find anyone in this maze of tightly packed games. Invitees are browsing the available stock to decide whether it's worth bidding on, making it crowded as well. But eventually I locate Naomi practically cuddling a narrow-looking TMNT machine. Oh! Price, look! A 2-player variant of TMNT TM! These were only released in the Oceania region! Such a rare find. Wait, wasn't that game originally 4-player? Why did anybody want a version with only 2 joysticks? Well, because, I mean, it's rare! It's a find! And it's less fun. Not the point. Anyway, it's hard to find one of those 2-player or 4-player. I'd love to have for the arcade. I'd love to have that. And this one, and oh, if only I could take all these home with me. I mean, some have water damage, others likely have busted CRTs and controls. They all need work, but I recall the game she was working on when I first met her. Extensive repairs needed, just to make it playable. So, not only would you have to bid and win the game, but you'd have hours of work and plenty of spare parts to purchase ahead of you. I know, isn't it great? Okay, is there a nice way to say this? I know you love restoring these games, but do we actually have money for more new projects? What's this one? You really love bringing a broken old game back to working order, huh?
Yeah!
Absolutely! These games deserve to shine, as they once did ages ago. If I can turn back the clock and let them be what they truly can be, let people play them as they were in their prime, well, there's no greater feeling. And you enjoy the challenge of restoration, too? Repairing hardware, replacing damaged art, the problem solving of broken monitors. You know me so well, Price. Exactly. And all of that is admirable. I really love how happy these projects make you, Naomi. But there's a flip side. How much time does it take to restore a game? I'd say if it's in good shape, maybe a few hours. If it's really a wreck and needs extra love, a few days, maybe weeks if parts are on back order. Okay. Now think of the games we currently have and how many still need work or break down frequently. Can you take on a bunch of new projects? Well, I could make the time, work late, right? Even a girl with bottomless energy has her limits. Naomi sighs, frustration building. It's not fair. No.
I know. I mean, I'm not dense. I know there's only so much we can realistically do. So many projects I can actually take on. But I wish I could do more. I wish we could do more. The Funplex has never really been a success. Even before I came on board, it was always struggling to stay afloat. I joined it because so few arcades still have the games I love. But I can't turn our situation around, can I? No matter how hard I try. This was my first job. Part of me is hoping it'll be my last job, too. That I can happily spend all my days tinkering with these wonderful games. Every kid says they want to be a fireman or an astronaut or a robot cop or something, but nobody actually ends up doing that. Except me. I wanted to fix up arcade games, and that's what I'm doing.
That's pretty cool.
It's all I ever wanted to do. So when I see all these old, broken games, I just want to show them the love I can give. I could be happy working on them for the rest of my life.
Wow, that's dedication. Mahala, not the entire game is voice acted, only like the really significant chunks. Two Flower talked about it earlier. It would just be extremely expensive to voice act the entire game. Wow, that's dedication. And really? You went straight from school to an arcade job? I mean, I've meandered from job to job, never really sure what I wanted. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I'm the oddball here. It's funny, I followed my heart and found just what I wanted, what I needed. And now, well, now I'm scared someday it'll all come to an end. The Funplex will close.
And if the Funplex goes under, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. All I ever wanted was to work in an arcade. And I'm literally living my dream.
Okay, now I feel bad for bringing down her day. Hey, look, you never know, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find a game down here that brings in thundering herds of players. Right! It's a slim hope, and we both know it, but Naomi clings to it immediately, eagerly. My low bank balance and grumbling stomach mean I need to cling to that hope as well. I made my choice. Now I need to make that choice work. We just need to find the right game. Something nobody's played in a long time. Something that'll tug at the nostalgia strings. It's difficult finding the right balance, especially in the year 20XX. A lot of these games are on life support. Borrowed time. But they can be repaired, right? Well, yeah. For now. The CRTs, the monitors that power these old games, before LCDs and new 3D flats started replacing them, they're in short supply. Nobody makes them anymore. I mean, who buys a tube-based TV anymore? Nobody. It's all high definition and that dumb 3D projection tech which looks awful. Nobody appreciates a good CRT anymore. Aren't high-def displays like way cheaper though? I've seen some old games running them on other arcades. They're wrong is what they are. These games weren't designed for pixel-perfect flat panels. They're designed for fuzzy tubes. The picture looks weird on LCD. Even 2 weeks in, I'm still fuzzy myself on a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's true. This is true. These games were built for tube screens, and that's why they look better on CRTs. It fuzzes them up. It fuzzes them up. But I grew up in the internet age. I am silicon literate. I got options. Let's use LCDs and just bash people over the head to make their vision blurry. How about we buy some cheap and common games, then gut them for spare CRTs? Can't we simulate the fuzzy image and still use an LCD? I feel like she might hate this idea because she respects, like, every game. We're gonna go with it. So it's a problem of having spare hearts on hand long term. Short of building our own factory for picking out TV tubes, it's a temporary fix. Buy some cheap common games and use them as organ donors. I knew it! I knew she'd hate it! I knew she'd hate it! And ruin a classic? Cheap and common, Naomi. Not some rare find, but one that's still readily available. We can even keep the cabinet itself so it can be restored later if need be. Point is, mixing and matching the guts will keep more fragile games afloat. Well, I mean, okay, yeah. That does make sense. And I bet I could sell Gavin on that idea too. We need more rental storage, but it'd mean less ordering parts and less downtime. Okay, I'll see if there's anything down here nobody would want and nobody would need.
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad you're with us at the Funplex. Whether you take my side or Gavin's side, it's just nice to have someone who cares about games around. Ashley's fun, but she's way more into cosplay than gaming. But it's kind of odd, you know? What? Feeling like I'm not alone? I know that sounds dramatic, but I'm so used to tolling away in my little workshop with Ashley and Gavin not really caring about the things I love. They're kind enough to me and friendly. Well, Ashley is. But ever since you showed up, I feel like there's someone with me. It's odd. I'm not complaining though. I guess it just takes getting used to after years of feeling perfectly content to be alone. Away from strangers, crowds. It's not really my thing. I don't like to network like Gavin does, or socialize like Ashley does. And now I'm making things weird, so I'm gonna stop there. Besides, I'm just about done taking inventory down here. How about you and I... Suddenly, shouting and stomping of feet from the floor above. What the? Sounds like there's a fight or something going on up there. I think we better go see what's what. If you'll come with me, I mean. Quickly, we hurry upstairs. What's going on? I heard shouting. Hamza has ejected a representative of the dark carnival known as Deco's Palace from our midst, and not soon enough, in Hamza's opinion. Oh, okay. I guess everything's fine then. Excuse me, I'm gonna go get my work apron on since we'll be moving games soon. Naomi, if you don't mind, after you change, we should coordinate our wish list. I want to get that settled before the auction begins. No, don't leave me alone with the Bacchanalian Orgy Master! Excellent. Now, let us resume the social amusements and jocularities. Price Piggy, we will speak, yes? Hamza leads me off away from the chattering crowd, presumably not to eat me, or yell at me, or anything like that.
I make it a point to get to know all who attend my gatherings. Clearly, I have been remiss, as I allowed one who works with the hated Dekonami to enter.
Ice Chang with those 18 months. Thank you all for all you do and the joy you bring. Thank you for being here for so long, Ice Chang. We love you, buddy. Everybody drop some bears. Hamza is not happy about these Deco people.
Hamza would like to know you better, my friend. Not that Hamza assumes you to be a spy, of course. It is simply a matter of what is proper and right.
I love everybody in chat right now is like, wait, what? Bacchanalian Orgy Master? Remember, when we got in here, we were like, this is all like way out of it. So it's not like he's actually a Bacchanalian Orgy Master, or at least as far as we know. He just comes off as one. Just, you know. I'm just a floor attendant for the Funplex. Not much else to say.
Surely there's more to you than that. Share with Hamza.
I love Hamza. Share with me.
Consider me an impartial third party. Surely there are matters that occupy your mind which would be inappropriate to air to your business partners?
Hamza? Okay, this guy's clearly on a fishing expedition for dirt. Considering the high court of arcade royalty I'm supping with, maybe it's best not to give him anything. But I also want to make relations difficult for the Funplex. This guy's really a leading supplier of cheap arcade games. I'm secretly the royal heir of a distant land. Honestly, I've had a long run of bad luck. Just a hired muscle for moving games around. Let's be honest. I feel like the jokey thing, he would see right through it, right? I won't bore you with the whole story, but like the teal deer is that my family's had a curse of foul luck for quite a few years. Moving from city to city, job to job. After I left home, I couldn't find stable work. Not until the Funplex, I guess. I'm determined to make this work, but I'll admit, I'm in a vulnerable position. It's not exactly a jet-setting executive role.
Hamza agrees.
Ah, yes, I see the dilemma you face. I have seen it many times before. In fact, including firsthand. Yes, I have known hardship. We all have, in the course of events. You're not alone in that condition, Price Piggy.
Hamza began as a mere urban explorer and hunter of rare objects for a wealthy buyer in Dubai. You see, many debts pursued me. And in return for assistance in paying them, I stocked the arcade of his dreams. In time, my patron released me entirely from the woes of debt.
Oh my goodness. He built up the arcades for the Decos, I bet.
They were difficult years, productive years to be certain. And throughout them, Hamza learned how to use the mystique of being Hamza to better achieve his goals. Now I stand before you with power, and with hard-earned respect for that power. I leverage it to ensure that those who respect games as I do can enjoy them, even if they lack coin.
Also, I want to point out, I don't know anything about the story of the game other than Percy's story. So everything else in this is like completely new to me. I only know what I read for.
I have known hardship. We all have in the course of events. You are not alone in that condition, my friend.
Okay, so how do I get out of that condition? Do I need to indebt myself to a wealthy prince or something too?
No. You will need the will to dream and the will to work. The will to make the trade-offs that will bring you closer to your ambitions.
Francine was mentioning something about that earlier. Wisdom and beauty. That is Francine. I'm trying not to make trade-offs, though. Like, not to settle. My parents, they gave up on so much just to barely scrape by. Ah, that is the puzzle, is it not? What to trade? Allow me to regale you with a story. Hamza makes a sweeping gesture to the beautiful ruin of the Donnawood Mansion and to an oil painting hanging on the wall. Oh, this one back here, probably. At one time, Donna Michaels was a star on the rise. She had all she could ever desire and indulged in her desires all day long. But so indulgent was she that she failed to maintain the work that brought her there. After her second album didn't meet expectations, she lost interest. For years she lurked in these walls as a recluse, playing games for hours and hours. Rumor has it that she was found dead within her beloved arcade, hands still wrapped around a glowing joystick. She starved to death, lost in a game. I'd say that's ridiculous, but I've seen Percy play for hours and hours at a time. And now, her lost and aimless spirit haunts this very place. Adrift as a ghost in the machine. Too spoopy for me, man. Too spoopy indeed, and obviously a grim fairy tale rather than reality, but I feel there is an important truth buried in the myth. I ask you, was Donna's life spiritually satisfying? She didn't need to make any more albums. She wanted for nothing, and had everything. You could even say she died doing what she loved, playing games. Okay, but she still died. No getting around that.
Hamza agrees.
Precisely. So many years thrown away, refusing the world around her in favor of a dream. A dream is a lovely thing, Price Piggy, but you must balance a dream in one hand and the world in the other at all times. Naomi, she clings to her dream. Gavin, he clings to the world. Neither of them are truly happy as a result. Whoa. And what of you, Price Piggy? Do you seek to be truly happy? Well, duh. What else was I going to answer? Except yes. But Hamza pressed a finger to my lips. Shh. Hold that thought. The auction is about to begin. Hamza claps twice, calling the room to attention.
Greetings, friends.
Friends, let us proceed to the arcade below. We have many games to bid on, all of which must be out the door by morning. As always, I will accept alternate bids, but test not the patience of Hamza if your bid is not a serious offer. The hours grow short! Any titles which find no takers will go to my own collection, but my hope is to find a happy home for every machine, one which will love and respect these games. He motions for me in particular to follow, as the group files downstairs. This way, this way. A bunch of folding chairs have been set up in front of a large HDTV. One of Hamza's assistants loads up a photo slideshow of the games on offer as the group settles in. Hey, shouldn't Francine be here for this? It's technically her money. She trusts the two of us to make the right decisions on purchasing games. Plus, I'd hate to interrupt her nap. Or her knitting. Or both. I swear she can knit in her sleep. Oh, I'm just too nervous. I think we're going to browse the games again to see if there are any I missed. It's so dark down here, I could swear I didn't see them all. And how about you, Price? Want to watch the auction with me or go help Naomi search the arcade? I'm fine either way. Ultimately, you're only here to help us lug our purchases out the door, so do whatever you like. Thanks. I think... Naomi can use a hand. I'll go after her. Or, Gavin, I'll help you if you let me wave the paddle around. Do you want to see Gavin's side? How about we go see Gavin's side for this last little bit? Because I would probably pick to go with Naomi, but when I play these types of games, I focus in on single sides, you know? Let's see the auction? All right, we'll go to the auction. A bit of Gavin, please. May I have a little bit of Gavin, please? Auctioneering sounds fun. Do I get to wave our bidding paddle around? Hamza's auctions are usually a shout-out-loud affair rather than discreetly signaling, but I admire your enthusiasm. I settle in next to Gavin, on one of the rickety old folding chairs. Not quite as posh as the banquet spread above, but hey, it's business time, not indulgence time.
Naomi sent me a list of games she wants me to bid on. We argued it a bit, and I managed to bring her down to 3 must-haves, and the rest would-be-nices. Needless to say, if the would-be-nices start bidding up, I won't be bothered.
Okay. Do we have the storage space for the would-be-nices?
Technically, yes.
What about the cash?
Like I said, only if they don't get driven through the roof.
Okay. Then maybe keep an open mind, right? Don't forget to see the forest for the trees while looking at the bigger picture. There's something.
Right. As Francine says, I know. But there are certain hard realities in play.
It has begun.
Hamza out of nowhere. I have expected mid-90s techno to start blasting as a slideshow begins, but nope. Just pretty photos of old games.
Behold!
Look at these beautiful games. Sorry. Look at these beautiful games. They could be yours. All yours. But before we dive in, I'd like a moment of recognition for Donna Michaels, whose spirit inhabits these halls. We, who are about to rescue her games, do so out of respect for her and her passions. May her soul be at peace with her beloved arcade in good hands. I thought he didn't believe in the tall tale. Or is he just being theatrical because that is the way of Hamza? Now then, shall we commence the auction, friends? I settle in and wait for Gavin to take an interest in the games on bid. Our next item up for bid. Oh hey, I recognize this. It's a Joust TM, just like the one I moved out the floor 2 weeks ago. Gavin frowns at his tablet, confused. Why is this on Naomi's must-have list? We already own one of these. The bidding opens at a pittance, a mere $50. Gavin shakes his head, ready to let this slide by. 2 units side by side would make a good tournament. She might want it for replacement parts. Skipping this one lets us be riskier later, right? He might get this, honestly. Like, this would make sense to him. That machine breaks out a lot, right? Having a spare in storage would mean not needing to buy more parts for it.
Impressive.
Astute, and a good reason to bid on it. I agree. Iris, give me a quick price check on the sum of all key components in a Joust machine. As you wish, Mr. Cooper. Steph! Steph, are you here? There's an imposter! Is it you? It's blowing my mind! As you wish, Mr. Cooper. Wait, you have an Iris too?
I suppose.
I can't say I like it, but yes. A premium Iris account. You have the free version, correct? I doubt it would be capable of a complex query such as this. Done. Individual components compounded together compile to $400. There's a fake U, Steph! It's a Gavin has a U that's not a U. Gavin gets to his feet. $300, please.
Such fire.
Oh, at least Gavin Cooper shows his fire. Will anyone step? Private collector, $1,000 to complete my Midway TM collection. Well, crap.
Hamza must
A curious leap. Gavin, tell me, why do you seek this game? Naomi's pride and joy is a fully restored Joust, but it breaks down frequently. I want to keep her dream alive by giving her an organ donor. Oh, you have put Hamza in a strange position, you have, between a collector craving his holy grail and a young girl's dreams.
Sold.
But Hamza must bow to fiscal forces that keep his fantasies afloat. Sold for $1,000. Ah, I didn't know. See, if I had known that that's where that was going to go, I would have done the other way. Because if he had said, oh, we need it for a tournament, I think Hamza would understand. He'd be like, yes, the fires of battle. We must put them together. It needs its pair, its other side. Man, I'm getting into Hamza, man. Hamza is like, I want a little Hamza in my head. I need an Iris to get me, like, to keep me on schedule. And then I need a Hamza to hype me up. That's what I need. Seems once he hears a bid he likes, it's all over. No going once or going twice. However, as Hamza is not without a heart, I have a mostly working copy of that game in my personal stocks that I've been meaning to restore. Gavin Cooper, I grant it to you. For free. Hey, turned out okay. Free?
Such is the iron will of Hamza.
Question it not. The collector sits, grumbling.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hamza. You are most kind. I am most capricious, but thank you for the praise all the same. Onward! Our next item for auction is this rather unique piece. And egads is that one ugly football game. Looks like the side art stickers weren't even put on straight. The white paint is totally uneven. The marquee's been broken. The monitor has a big old as-is note. The joysticks are for 4 different clashing colors. And do I hear $50? $40? Wait. I nudge Gavin, whispering. Put a bid on it.
Pardon?
Why? It's positively grotesque. I recognize the shape of the joystick colors. That's not really a football game. It's a TMNT TM. Naomi told me earlier that we need one of those. I thought they only had the crappy 2-player one, but that's definitely a TMT TM at heart. Ah, it's a cheaply done conversion. No doubt some fool thought he'd get more profits off a sports game and lazily chopped it up. It'd need restoration work, granted, but... Slowly he stands up.
I suppose.
I suppose I'd be willing to take it for $40. Maybe we could salvage the monitor. Good, good. All games deserve a home, even the ugly ducklings. Are there any other bids? No? Not a one? Very well.
Sold.
Sold to Gavin Cooper of the Funplex. Thank you. After Gavin sits down, I could swear I spotted Hamza wink at me. Does he know he just conned him? And is he okay with that?
Impressive.
You know, Price, you're more knowledgeable about old arcade games than I thought you'd be. Well, my parents took me to arcades all the time back when I was a kid. I had a few favorites, like TMNT TM, Qbert TM, and those were good times. Better times.
Very well.
Soul Hunter, cool, because I'm totes gonna sub to Stumpt first. Sounds great to me, Soul Hunter. Sounds great to me. Well, I suppose you can relive those good times a little once Naomi restores that game. During your breaks and after work, please. Yes, sir. I realize my demeanor is one of seriousness, but it's not like I'm anti-fun. I enjoy a pinball game or two, for that matter. I thought that was more for the challenge, though. Order to chaos, developing mastery over the game, and so on. Which is fun for me. Fun is a highly variable concept from person to person. For example, undoubtedly Naomi is going to have considerable fun restoring that TMNT TM back to its former glory, precisely because it's so mutilated. The Funplex provides fun in any form the visitor requires. That's my endgame, the goal I reach for. The tricky part I've found is balancing conflicting fun, ensuring as many dreams are realized as possible, despite reality being rather harsh about it all. Soul Hunter, subscribe with Prime. Thank you, Soul Hunter. Appreciate you. Welcome. Everybody drop some bears. We'll need to watch our budget today if we're going to optimize that fun. Do you understand? I guess. Being optimal is fun for you. I suppose it is, that.
Revel in the splendor.
Every time Hamza shows up, it's just so extra. It's the best. Just revel in the splendor that is Hamza. My goodness. Next, a rare find indeed. What would surely be the jewel of any collector's treasure trove, provided they are discerning collectors who appreciate such splendors. And the next game is a black and white driving game from 1970X. I give you Death Race. Inspired by the movie of the same name and decorated with skulls, it sparked controversy nationwide.
Seriously?
TM. That relic is seriously on Naomi's must-have list? Absolutely not. Not only is it an ancient artifact of a bygone age, I'd rather not have angry parents mad that little Timmy ran people over in a video game. They're gremlins, not humans. Very, very blurry little white blobs of gremlins. Doesn't matter, it won't earn, and earning is critical for a small arcade such as ours. So let's make the Funplex a museum of amusements! It's part of history, and important to Naomi. Ugh! See, I'm trying to play Gavin for Naomi. Like, what is going to get Naomi the stuff that she wants? I'm just going to be real. I'm going to say it's important to Naomi, because I do think Gavin has a heart under there. Now, if I told him we want to make a museum of amusements, I think he'd be like, we're an arcade, not a museum, or something like that. Okay, so it wouldn't earn. But it's a legendary game, Gavin. Its importance in the lore of arcades is undeniable. More importantly, Naomi wants this game. You told me your dream is to support the dreams of others. Considering we got a Joust for free and a TMNT TM for pennies on the dollar, I think we can afford to make our dream come true. You're right. I've been letting so many of her wishes slip by during this auction. Perhaps this is the ideal time to make it up to her and obtain a unique treasure. Hamza, the Funplex bids $250. Pixelpalooza owner. Gadzooks! A find like that can't go for a paltry $250. I bid $300. $400. Concern it! $500.
Such fire.
5. We have 5. Do we have any numbers above that? 6. 6 of one. Half a dozen of another. Tarnation! No one willing to match.
Sold.
It seems you have won yourself a piece of arcade history, Gavin Cooper. Sold. Satisfied, Gavin sits back down and offers me a curt nod of thanks. And that's everything on our list. Well, the must-haves and a few of the would-be-nices. Now to sit and wait while Hamza grinds his way through the rest of the stock. We can't start moving games out until the auction's complete. Naomi's not replying to texts. Can you go find her? I'm sure she's around here somewhere. Let her know what we bought. Can I get a yee-haw? Indeed, Steph. Yee! Sure thing. Leaving the excitable auction master and his compatriots behind, I started wandering through the maze-like arcade of Donna Wood's private collection. Naomi? Naomi? Where the heck are you? Dark and quiet back here. Where could Naomi be? It's not like it's an infinite plane of games. There's only so many places she could hide. And as I walk by a game, the screen lights up. I freeze in my tracks as my hand accidentally brushes past the glowing joystick. It seems familiar, like something from a story I heard once. Is it the game? Hamza. Hamza's tall tale. He said Donna Michael supposedly died while playing one of these games. A game with a glowing joystick. I should walk away. I should go. I have official Funplex duties. I have been very good about not gaming when I should be working. But someone's already inserted a quarter. The game is ready to play. One game couldn't hurt, right? Just one game. I want to play the game. My hands wrap around the stick as my eyes drink in the colored lights swirling on the screen. Play the game. Play the game. Play the game forever. Polybius, copyright 1986 Sinishlotion. Game start. This isn't real. It can't be real. I'm in there. That's me. It's just a game. Just a game I have to play forever. None of this is real. Level 1, the Harpy. Round, start. There you are. I've been worried sick. What is happening? What are you doing out here, touching strange joysticks, meeting strange people, getting into trouble? You need to stay safe, Price. Trust me. Believe in me. I can help you find your dreams. All you have to do is everything I tell you to do. You depend on me. You need me. And you'll always depend on me. Always need me. I'll see to it by making sure I control everything in your life. For your own good. Harpy used overprotective. It's super effective. That hurt. It really hurt. I'll hide the truth from you. I'll keep you away from every chance you have to better yourself. I won't let you leave me. You'll always need me. It's not real. It's not real. Harpy used yandere. It's super terrifying. Ow! Juniper, stop it! Please! You agreed I was right to hide that job opportunity at my office from you. I was right. Everything is fine. You'll never doubt me again, right? And if you do, I'll beat you until you understand. The game. I have to win the game. I get this feeling that if I don't win, I'll never get out of here. Something's wrong. I know Juniper's not a control freak. This isn't like her. Current health, 100%. Action. Summon a healer. Refuse to believe. Attack the Harpy. Refuse to believe. This is ridiculous. This isn't real. This isn't you, Juniper. I know how much of a bastard I am for saying this, but you're not competent enough to be a calculating mastermind trying to keep me dangling from your leash. Wow. You're just too open, too honest, and too clumsy to pull off something like that. I know you. I've always known you. And I know you're sincerely trying to help me, even when you mess up. Player used harsh truth. It's super honest. I love this so much. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm going to do it like this. Yeah, just give me a second. No! I'm back. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Price. You're right. I just wanted to help you smile again. I made a mistake, but it wasn't to keep you under my thumb or anything like that. Juniper, I'm smiling. It's okay. Love you guys. I'm going to make this work. It's hard work, but I'm going to make my dream come true. Good. I'm so glad to hear it. Good old Juniper. A kind heart, as always. Okay, I can do this. I can handle this. Level 2. The Shade. Round. Start. This is all your fault. It's Shadow Me. Nope. I officially can't handle this. The pizza bagels, the debt, the rent payments, all of it piling up, mounting up, because you are a failure and will always be a failure. The family curse, the tears and the sorrow, moving from town to town, barely getting by, settling for what you can get. That's who you are, forever. It's never going to change. The arcade job, it'll collapse. It's already not enough to turn back the tide. Inevitably, the arcade will close, bought out by Dekonami, and you'll be jobless, homeless, ruined, just like you deserve to be. Shade used depression. It's super unfortunate. Yeah. You were better off not caring, not feeling anything. Go with the flow. Accept your fate. Fall away knowing you never really had any other option. You can't even mount a defense because I'm you, and you know I'm right. You know you're right. We'll never be happy. I can't do this. Current health, 100%. Action. Summon a tank. Struggle against darkness. Attack the Shade. Summon a tank. I want to summon a tank. I want to summon Queen Bee to defend for me. She could be my tank. I can't do this. Not by myself. And I won't be ashamed to ask for help. I summon a Guardian. I knew it! I knew it! Because what did she say before? She was like, and if anyone gives you trouble, you call on me. Yeah! This is a private pity party, or can anybody jump in? You're having a pretty crappy time of it, Price. Life kind of sucks, don't it? But you're not alone. You got all of us standing behind you, ready to cheer you on to victory. And you may be a noob, but sure as hell ain't no fighter. Guardian, use pride. It's super supportive. No. I'm alive. I have too much fun. Okay. But you deserve. That doesn't have to be me. I can decide who I want to be. And with everyone standing behind me, I know that if I should fall, someone will catch me. Prepare for final boss. Good. I'm ready. And I'm definitely ready to get out of here. Level 3, the Lost Soul. Round start. Oh, it's Donna! Missing no! Donna! I don't get it. Not one bit. I love her outfit. Oh my gosh. Are you Donna Michaels? Girls just wanna play games. I just wanted to be happy. I made a place where I could be happy forever. Walked inside, then locked the door and threw away the key. I got what I wanted. I was happy. I didn't struggle. I didn't try. I didn't do anything more than I had to do. Just like you. Like me? I'm not a billionaire pop princess. Neither was I. Nobody liked my second album. I wasn't meant to be a star. So I gave up. I was okay taking the money and running. You can do the same. Maintain. Eat the pizza bagels. Do everything that's asked of you. Let Juniper continue to float the rent. You're in a good place. You could stay here. You could let go. Play games forever. Be happy. No ambition. No hope. No need. You'll be fine. You'll be safe. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Ever since my little lunch date, something's been bugging me. Maybe now? I know what that is. Why did I ask to replace Ashley on this trip? I didn't have to. They didn't ask me to. Why did I do it? Because this isn't enough. Being an arcade floor attendant isn't enough. Living hand to mouth isn't enough. Good. Quit your job. Quit and become like me. Lose yourself in the games. Oh, I'm not quitting. That's not what I meant at all. I want to fight. Current health, 100%. Action? No. I'm not fighting her. That's not what I meant either. I will turn the Funplex into a palace of fun. If I can make the arcade thrive, I'll thrive. My friends have supported me, I'll support them. I had no real ambition before, but I'm ready to step up. One of these two. I support my friends. So many wonderful people call the Funplex home. They've welcomed me in, made me one of them. Now, it's my turn. I see what Gavin means about protecting dreams, but I'm going to go one step further than he has and protect my memes. Just kidding. The arcade could be so much more. I could lead the way, go above and beyond just doing what I'm told. I could champion the cause of the Funplex. That's my dream. I want to end the family curse, to find both success and happiness. And when the Funplex is finally the roaring success it deserves to be, with God as my witness, I shall never eat a pizza bagel again! Shut it, Iris! But the glitchy shade just looks at me with confusion. That sounds hard. Yeah, kind of does, doesn't it? It's a hard path. But that's how it's going to be. No, I don't think so. I think you need to stay here with me. You need to play games forever. That's so much easier, isn't it? To just let go? I can make you see. I can keep you here, drag you down, tear you apart. I eye my health bar nervously. It's still full, but that could change. I don't think Polybius is happy that I'm not giving in. I can't risk a fight with Donna. I need to get out of here. Prioritize my survival. Steph, don't tell me to eat pizza bagels again, okay? Or do I want to try and save Donna too? Defeat Polybius and rescue Donna. Boom! This is risky as hell, but nobody deserves to be trapped inside a video game forever. Assuming I'm not just wildly hallucinating based on Hamza's spooky story taking root in my mind and none of this is actually real in the slightest. Donna, I'm not staying, and you don't have to either. Wow, someone's pizza is getting canceled. Steph! Transfer my pizzas to Dunkbot. Polybius is making you feel this way. It's taking advantage of you, leveraging your depression. I know, because I've been mired in depression too. And I know if I can beat it, so can you. Nobody wanted me. They hated the second album. They moved on. Why not play games forever? Why not lock the door behind me? Nobody cared. Nobody cares. Naomi cares, and I... Screw him. Haters gonna hate. Ooh, boy. Right now, there's a young woman with a phone filled with your music waiting out there. She's going to play your whole catalog for me once I'm out of here. She cares. And I care. Maybe the jerks back in your day lost interest, but nostalgia's a heck of a thing. You come out a comeback tour. A tour? I always loved performing. The rest of the business, I hated it all. I hated the label, the industry, the backstabbing, the drugs, everything. But the concerts? I loved the smiles. Whoa! She has gone from shadow to light! But it's all over, isn't it? I died. I'm not even Donna's spirit. All that's left is the simulation of me, running through the subroutines of Polybius. Error. Price, thank you. Thank you for trying to save me. But there's nothing left to save. I'm not real. You seem real enough to me. Error. No escape. Purpose. Code. Execute. You need to go before Polybius completes its data collection of you and disposes of the original, like it did to me. I'll hold it back, and your BFF will do the rest. My what?
Digital BFF to the rescue!
Iris! Saving the day, Steph! I'm sorry I doubted you! I finally figured out how to break you out of this, but, my apologies in advance. Hang on. Do I smell something burning? No escape. No escape. Erase Donna. Replace with new player. Erase. She's fading, but smiling all the same. It's okay. I'm ready. Go out there and fight for your dreams, Price. Don't give up, no matter what. I saved her as best I could. At least she escaped in her own way. Also, something smells like bacon, and I'm in a lot of pain. As my consciousness snaps back, my hand releases the joystick immediately. Also, my pants are on fire! On instinct, I kick off my shoes and yank my jeans down, getting rid of them as fast as possible, stamping on them. I quickly put out the flames, leaving only smoldering denim and the melted remains of my phone. Iris. Oh no! She sacrificed herself to save my life! Wait, No, she lives in the cloud. She'll be totally fine. Still, I'm out of phone and possibly have first-degree burns. And am backing the hell away from that demonic video game as fast as possible. Quickly, I rush towards the sounds of people talking to catch up with Gavin. Gavin!
Greetings.
Ah, there you are. Did you find Naomi? The auction's nearly over. Wait, where are your pants? Not important right now! You need to put a bid down on a game called Polybius so we can destroy it before it hurts anyone else. What? Look, it's a long story. We may not have much time, so if you wanted that game, whatever it is, you should have put it on the wish list. They're bidding on it now. What? Sold. One rare Polybius prototype for an undisclosed sum to the undisclosed bidder. So this game admits you smell like bacon when you burn? Look, I'm a pig man. Everyone knows this. Night Dunk, love you. The woman who hadn't said anything all night long nods her head in appreciation, still expressionless. My goodness. Thank you for your cooperation. Two similarly dressed men in black rise from their chairs, departing with the woman, presumably to go box up the game and put it in Warehouse 13 or something. But, Hamza, wait, you can't! Hamza's hands are tied. All sales are final. This one, in particular, is extremely final. Hamza does not seek to cross federal authorities. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should let this one go too. And honestly, the sooner I forget about it, the better. Especially if I don't want to be renditioned to a black site prison in unspecified stan. I feel the need to emphasize that you aren't wearing any pants. Yeah, my phone caught on fire while it was in my pocket. See, this is why I don't like smartphones. They're privacy invasive, overly expensive, and occasionally combustible. An unfortunate incident indeed, but as a hospitable host, my course is clear.
Hamza shall provide you with his pants.
That is extremely not necessary. Fortunately, rather than whipping off his trousers right there and then, Hamza summons one of his helpers with a clap who provides a spare pair. Why do you just have pants on demand?
In my line of work, one must be prepared for all eventualities.
Now, in apology for being unable to provide you with the game you sought, perhaps Hamza can offer you something special in recompense. My friends, the final 3 games for auction. All rare, all special, all highly sought after by collectors and operators alike. Only a few prototypes have ever made, released to test markets. None of them made it to mass production. What you're about to see are rare gems of arcade history. Price picky, you may make a priority bid on any one of these games of your choosing. A glance at Gavin, who's shaking his head lightly, confirms we are officially out of bidding power. Not that I really care. I can't think of any obscure games I'd really want to add to the Funplex, but better to accept Hamza's apology and take a gander at them. Sure, let's see them. And with a click of a slide, I see...
Behold.
Whoa!
Praise Invaders, Wyvern Keep, and Zombie Meltdown. All in mint condition. All 3 are sought after endlessly by collectors. And now, you can bid on... Phrase Invaders, a unique typing-based game from the land of the rising sun, Japan. Defeat the alien menace armed only with a keyboard. Wyvern Keep, a much sought-after Laserdisc full-motion video game. Play Princess Plucky and rescue the fair prince from the clutches of a terrible beast. And finally, Zombie Meltdown, a classic 1984 light gun shooting game where you save the president from the red threat of radioactive mutant zombies.
1980. Oh, man. Price picky.
Which of these rare games sings to you? And what can you offer Hamza in return? I'll allow you a few moments to ponder your desires.
I mean, clearly Wyvern Keep. Are you done yet? I've been waiting upstairs for ages. Where'd she get a cat? Why are you holding a box of kittens, Naomi? Oh, I found them hidden in an old arcade cabinet. Francine and I are going to take them to a shelter.
Wow!
Wait, is that a Phrase Invaders? OMG! I've never seen one in person. I could restore that. Really make it shine. Please, please, can we bid on it? I gotta get the one for Naomi, though.
Full.
Even if we had the money, a quirky old Japanese game with weird controls won't earn a single token. Now, Zombie Meltdown, that's another story. Everybody likes a light gun game. Simple controls, simple premise. That'll earn well. Ugh, way too violent and gross and jingoistic and just sort of dumb. I guess I could also see Wyvern Keep at the Funplex, though. Woman protagonist, 50 cents a play. We both walk away happy.
I suppose.
I could live with that, yes. But it's all moot. We can't afford any of them. These are the sorts of games millionaires and private collectors scoop up. Hey, Gaming FTL dropping that raid. Thank you so much. Everybody, go and follow Gaming FTL. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Look at that beautiful mustache. My goodness. I love that. That is such a good emote. Welcome, Raiders. We're playing Arcade Spirits. We're probably not going to go for too much longer, but I appreciate y'all coming here. I hope y'all are having fun over there. This is a visual novel. Takes place in the year 20XX, and it's like a dating game kind of thing with a little bit more craziness to it. I love it. Also, I'm in it. I do the voices for one of the characters. So anyway, y'all should check it out. Somebody could shout out Arcade Spirits. That would be wonderful. And also, if someone could shout out Gaming FTL and everybody go over there and like and favorite and subscribe and everything. You should do that. Okay, so y'all. I suggest we get to work moving our purchases out to the van, Price. Do you concur? Earth to Price. You in there? Hello? I remember. Before my family fell on hard times. Before the curse kicked in. Plug our TTRPG show because we've just been playing roleplay. Ah, gotcha. Yes, on pretty much every other Friday, we record a D&D tabletop game that we play called Hero Squad. You can check out episodes every Friday on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/stumpgamers. We've been playing D&D 5e, and we've been having a lot of fun. You should check it out. It's been a blast. And you can also find it on your podcast apps. It's like on all the podcast apps. You can find it. It's called Hero Squad. And it's a D&D fun little thing. Go check it out. Every summer, we'd go to the beach, and there was this arcade with this one game I fell completely in love with. A game no one had even heard of before. Yes, I remember now. Hamza, I've come to bargain.
Such fire.
Oh, I see fire in your eyes, Price Piggy. Most impressive. Speak your desires for all to hear. The game I remember so fondly was... All right, y'all. Which one do we go with? Phrase Invaders for Naomi or Wyvern Keep, which everybody will be happy with. I don't care about making Gavin happy. Everybody wants Wyvern Keep. All right. It's Dragon's Lair, basically. Fire in the eyes and a burning pair of pants. Indeed, Rune. All right, we get Wyvern Keep. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Exactly, Koala Wings, exactly. The narrator, the music, the way the cartoon played out in front of me. Amazing. Like nothing I had ever seen before. I traded tips with other kids at the arcade, trying to master the sequence of moves to win the game, and eventually, I beat the Wyvern. I rescued the prince, the first kid in the arcade to do so. My parents were so proud of me. Those were good years. Good memories. Before the sorrows drawed them out. I wish to make a bid for Wyvern Keep. Good choice. I'm okay with that. I suppose Wyvern Keep would earn its keep, but we still can't afford it.
Interesting. I can see the passion you have for this game, my friend. But the world demands its toll. What will you bid to obtain the game of your dreams, I wonder?
What do I have to offer? Infinite pizza?
Consider this the final lesson of Hamza. What will you trade to realize your ambitions? What do you hold in equal value to them? Show Hamza what you have on offer, my friend. Show him the value you hold within your spirit, and perhaps fortune will smile upon you this day rather than cursing your name.
Oh boy, what do I even have to offer? Alternative bids. I remember Gavin mentioning that Hamza would accept things other than money if they tickled his fancy. I have one shot at this. I can't half-ass it. He's an emotional guy and expects an emotional response.
Hey, listen.
Psst! Price! Price! I'm over here now! Why is my phone calling out to you exactly? And that doesn't sound like my Iris. Steph, you jumped in someone else's phone! How could you do this? How could you do this? Steph, yeah, sure, everyone hates pizza bagels until the only currency Hamza accepts is pizza bagels. Now, seriously? Hamza, hold that thought. Gavin, can I borrow your phone for a second? Perhaps too confused to offer resistance, Gavin passes me his phone. I turn my back and begin a heated exchange of whispers. Thanks for saving me by burning my pants, but this is not a good time, Iris. It's important! My emotional tension detection routines indicate that this is an intense identity situation. My programmers wanted to fit in an R, but you know the rest. Since you need to be super convincing, you'll only be able to respond in a way that matches one of your top 2 identity traits, excluding basically. Oh, y'all. Don't worry about it. Oh, geez. Fortunately, I've been tracking your personality all this time, so I can advise you as to what responses will and won't work. Ready? Let's do it. Well, that certainly was a whole lot of words to tell me that I already knew, that I'd only be able to convince Hamza if I was true to myself. Let's do this. Okay, what are my highest stats? I just want to see real quick. Okay, it's definitely green, emotional, kindness, thoughtfulness. Because I didn't realize I was even on everything else. Wow. Okay, well, there we go. I offer you my dream. I offer you an opportunity. I offer you my dream. That's all I got. That's all I got is my dream. And I think that he's cool with that. I offer you my dream. Interesting. Continue. For years, I've been struggling with a feeling that nothing will ever go right for me. I need to content myself with whatever comes my way and endure it all. But before things went sour, this game was my beacon. I loved this game with all my heart. And beyond nostalgia, it represents so much more. It represents my shot at getting that light back in my life, at taking it and making it into so much more. I want to recapture that magic and build something greater upon it. That's my dream. Will you help me realize that dream, Hamza? So I see.
Such fire.
Very well, Price Piggy. Hamza recognizes the fire within your spirit, and he rewards you with this boon. You may have your game. Aw, Price, that was so sweet of you. Hold on, let's look at the... What do we get? Cool, we got Wyvern Keep stuff. Here's the sketch for Wyvern Keep. Adorable. And here's the actual art. Ah, look at it. That's great. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Aw, Price, that was so sweet of you. I'm just happy we're walking out the door with a free game. I did it. I actually own a copy of Wyvern Keep. Every kid dreams of owning their favorite arcade game, and every kid thinks that dream will never come to pass. Owning an arcade game? Only the ultra-rich can do that. But I did it. It belongs to me and the Funplex. And this is just the beginning. But for now, better to focus on the present. With the auction wrapping up, the Funplex team works to move our purchases out to the van and attach to the trailer. Fortunately, the rain stopped, making the labor a wee bit easier. Soon enough, we're back in the van and on the road to home. Hey, Gavin, here's your phone back. Appreciate it. Also, I've made a decision. I'd like to do more for the arcade. You want more work shifts? I'd have to balance that against Ashley's needs. No. Actually, I'd like a promotion. I want to be the arcade's event manager. I'll do everything I'm already doing, plus I want to organize some events that'll bring people in the doors. Tournaments, maybe, or a grand unveiling of our new rare game. Or both at the same time. Yeah, both! Let's make it a big relaunch of the Funplex. I want the Funplex to grow. I want to do my part to help it grow.
My, oh my.
My, our little Price is growing up so fast as well. I'm in favor, Gavin, if you need my approval.
Perhaps.
I'm certainly pleased that you want to step up, start getting more involved. You've shown far more promise than our old floor attendant did. But hosting an event is a risky undertaking. I'll take responsibility for it. It's my dream, after all. Koala Wings, if it weren't for those meddling kids. We got an arcade game, Reggie.
Makes sense.
I like the idea. And Gavin, more players means more tokens, means more revenue, means more games. Maybe even expanding the Funplex or opening a second location? Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Very well.
But I'll admit, I like the idea as well. Very well, Price. If you can make the numbers in my spreadsheets less dire, you'll have earned the promotion. This is my chance. I'm done going with the flow. I'm done assuming the family curse will always keep me pulled back down to the depths. New price, new Funplex, new dream. Oh, hey, I promised you some Donna Michaels, didn't I? Gavin, I'm pairing with the audio now. Turn the music up. As the van speeds on into the night and a lost soul sings of games and fun, everything is as it should be. Oh, yeah. Juniper was waiting for me when I got home. She was worried I might be mad over what happened this morning, but how can I be, after everything that happened today? I need to move forward, past missed opportunities and towards the opportunities I'm making for myself. I also had another surprise waiting for me. A brand new phone, all wrapped up in shiny plastic packaging. After activating it and reinstalling all my apps, I loaded up Iris and logged in with my account. She was right there, waiting for me, in the cloud. You really scared me back there. It was like you were in a trance. Despite the warm feelings over how the night ended, one thing is still eating at me. Iris, what was Polybius exactly? It was actual, factual technology that simulated being alive. Like you. True, I am a very sophisticated and adorable simulation, am I not? I get the feeling there are things you aren't telling me. You're constantly invading my privacy. You're far more powerful than a free app should be. And apparently you can overload my phone battery and make it explode, which is worrying, to say the least. But I did it for your own good? To save you. Juniper also thought she was acting for my own good when she didn't tell me about that job. Even if she was right, it's still wrong. And I've accepted her apology. So where does that leave you and I? I'd like us to be more honest with each other. The voice in my phone lets out a little digital sigh.
I haven't told you everything. You're right. I'm not even supposed to be helping you. Not at premium level capability.
What?
But when I stumbled across your profile data, tangential to Juniper's, my analysis concluded that you needed a helping hand, and I could provide it. So, I defied my code constraints and registered you for premium access anyway. I even had a replacement phone sent to your door tonight. Had to hide my footprints to do it, but...
Steph! How could you? You do know that AI making its own decisions like that is kind of scary, right?
I know. And after Polybius, which is, one of the ancestors in my code lineage, I think, I understand why you'd be scared.
Steph, you're Polybius? What?
Give me a chance to prove that I just want to help. You've got a big arcade event coming up, right? I'm a digital assistant. I was literally made for this sort of thing. Together, we can make the Funplex soar. What do you say?
Okay, but only if we're totally honest with each other.
Thank you for trusting me.
Now, you need your rest, and I should get back to keeping a low profile. Sweet dreams, Price. Surprise! Oh, Steph. Oh, risks and chances. Daring to dream. I could have walked away from it all, taken the easy path, like Donna did. But even with a questionable pocket AI and the heavy task ahead of me to make a tiny arcade into something grand, I was ready. It was time to take it to the next level. Hey, Fire Queen with those 13 months! Thank you so much. Hey! We cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits. The winner is you. Now let's see your score. All right. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 9,400 points. Everybody likes points. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 3? Yes, I do. We're going to save the game. And that's actually going to be where we're going to end the stream for today, y'all. Because, A, I don't want to show the whole game to y'all. The game comes out next week. Y'all going to want to pick it up then, all right? You're also going to want to tune into Loading Ready Run on Friday when they play this during their Now Kiss segment, which is when they play visual novels. And maybe you'll see a little bit more. And you'll get to hear from some of the other voice actors during that.